up to the finishing line. Time 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds, shattering the 4-minute mile, the Everest of athletic achievement.
Hello everyone, welcome to Oxford, Woodcote Cemetery, where I'm going to find the grave of Roger Bannister, the famous runner, the first guy to ever do the under the 4-minute mile. Yeah, that was the point, it was under the 4-minute mile. Psychologically, the big thing about this was that all the years before him, all the runners in the world had never achieved it, and it was thought, quite simply, it was impossible. But the weird thing was that once Roger had actually completed it in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds, lots of people managed to do it. So it amplified the fact that, in a way, the mind does influence the body. Once something is achievable, then suddenly other people realise that, and it all becomes a possibility. So here we are. I've been here before because Tolkien's buried here, and I remember that it won an award. There it is, look. What does it say? Cemetery of the Year 1999 category winner, and it also says there, yeah, again in 2001, Cemetery of the Year category winner. Very good. So we're in quite a spectacular cemetery. So Roger Gilbert Bannister was a neurologist, that was his real profession, and a middle distance athlete. He was born on the 23rd of March 1929, and he died on the 3rd of March 2018. He was 88 years old. He previous to this, he'd done many events, and one of them was in 1952. He broke the Olympic British record and became 4th place, and it kind of spurred him on and led him up towards his greatest achievement, which of course was the under 4-minute mile, to break that milestone. He managed to do it on the 6th of May 1954 at the Iffley Road track in Oxford. He had two guys who were acting as pace for him. That was Chris Chataway and Chris Brashear. Obviously they were influential in keeping his momentum going. And when he actually managed it, the announcer, which was Norris McWhirter, came out and said, the time is 3 minutes, and before he got the rest of the words out, the big cheer went up because he'd done it. It was under 4 minutes, and it was 3 minutes 59 seconds, 0.4. Brilliant, eh? A BBC reporter years later called Rob Bonnis asked Roger if he thought that this was his greatest achievement of his life. Very modestly he said no. Being a neurologist, there'd been many new practices that had come in while he was in his 40 years after the event, and that was his greatest achievement, to be part of them. In 2012, Roger carried the Olympic flame at the track where he'd achieved the breaking the record for the 4-minute mile. On September the 28th, 2001, a memorial stone was laid for Roger at Westminster Abbey to celebrate him as a neurologist and as an athlete. So Roger Gilbert Bannister, CPE FRCP, was an English neurologist and middle distance athlete who ran the first sub-4-minute mile. At the 1952 Olympics in Helsinki, Bannister set the British record in the 1500 metres and finished in 4th place. His achievement strengthened his resolve to become the first athlete to finish a mile in under 4 minutes. He accomplished his first feat on the 6th of May 1954 at Iffley Road track in Oxfordshire, with Chris Chataway and Chris Brashear providing the pace. When the announcer Norris McWhirter declared the time was 3, the cheer of the crowds drowned out Bannister's exact time, which was 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. He had attained the record with minimal training while practicing as a junior doctor. Bannister's record lasted for just 46 days. Roger Bannister was born on the 23rd of March 1929 in Harrow, London. His parents, Ralph and Alice, were both from working class families in Lancashire. Ralph had moved to London at the age of 15 to work in the civil service and met Alice on a trip home. They married in 1925 and had a daughter, Joyce, before Roger was born. In 1955, Roger married the Swedish artist Moira Elvert Jacobsson in Basel, Switzerland. Moira Jacobsson Bannister was the daughter of the Swedish economic Pierre Jacobsson, who served as a managing director of the International Monetary Fund. They had 4 children. In 2011, Bannister was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He died on the 3rd of March 2018 at the age of 88 in Oxford, 20 days before his 89th birthday. Also, he had a 50p coin where they put the image of the legs, and it was a stopwatch on the reverse side, and it had the imprint of 3.59.4, which of course was his time when he broke the 4-minute mile. That was on the reverse of the 50p coin.
It caught the public imagination, the idea of 4 laps in a minute each and breaking that barrier, which was, I thought, rather psychological than actual, was something which I think was inevitable, that he'd been building up for a long period of time.
Well, I know where I've got to go, but I've now noticed that there's something missing, and it looks like the stone's been removed from where Roger's buried with his wife Moira. I'm going to spin this around so you can see. It's over there, but I'm quite surprised and a little bit shocked that the stone's gone. I wonder why. But this is the burial spot for Roger and his wife. That is surprising, but never mind. We are at the actual Roger's grave, but I'm just a little bit surprised the stone's gone. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it got damaged or something. You know, it's sad, that, isn't it? Anyway, there's a little plaque. I'm going to spin you around so we can see. There we go. That's a little plaque to Roger and Moira. That was his wife, reunited. Well done, Roger, for the neurologist, all the work he did, and the mentality of breaking the 4-minute mile and physicality. Okay, we've got the flower for Roger. So in a way, thank you, Roger. So in a way, folks, that kind of proves it, doesn't it? That it's true, the mind does influence the body, because as I said at the beginning, nobody could do the 4-minute, could do the mile under 4 minutes until Roger did, and then it became accessible to a lot more people. And it just shows you how much our mind affects our mood and our body and our physical state and everything about us. So that's why keeping in a good mood and looking for positive people in your life and being happy is so important. So on that note, let's all keep healthy and happy. Don't forget, thumbs up, a comment would be lovely. You know I love the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. Thank you all. Take care. From me, Alan, at MotorHome. Beep beep.